Hi there, Libra. This is Kim here to do messages you need to hear for the next 3 days or around the next 3 days. Let's see. Let's get this deck out. Let's get the archetype deck out. Kim Krans. We'll start with this. So I'm opening up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels for these messages. This is for the collective of Libra, for their most high. Spirit, what do you want them to know? The comic. Pilgrim. The Starborn. The vow. Wow, we have a lot. Okay. We have a lot. Starborn. I'm picking up this is about your frequency. Okay, here. The vow, the king. A high frequency that you're here with, that you embody. Of course, being able to see the lighter side of things. The comic, providing comic relief, it helps. It helps in every situation to kind of raise up your vibration here. So, I have a lot of things going on. The main thing I see here in the middle is, this is what I see as the main information for you. The Starborn. So the Starborn has a big destiny to fulfill. You may be somebody that feels connected to another realm, like you're here with embodying a very different frequency than everybody else. So that's your confirmation that you would be right. You do. You're the Starborn. And then you see the egg that's like being hatched. It's about, I think this is about fulfilling some part of your destiny here. The Pilgrim is the adventure. It's about pioneering. Maybe it's the new journey. It's kind of like the full energy. The stone is saying that you have a very solid foundation. You're stable. You're grounded. You're immovable to others, or unstoppable. Then I have the cave, which is talking about going into the inner parts of your heart, like the inner chambers of your heart. The king is like this can be having a lot of time to yourself where you're thinking about whatever this is, whatever this destiny is that you're here to fulfill. The king is taking action. It's the emperor energy. And then I have the vow. So this is like, it might be associated with what you're here to do, the Starborn. If you feel pulled, like your soul has committed to something here on this earth, like committed to do a mission, then it can be that, like you made a promise coming here with this Starborn. And he's in a reverse. Can also mean that there might be a divine counterpart coming in also that has a soul contract or made a vow to you. I have the child. Sometimes it's about a firm foundation, like here with the child that you have for a child or a dependent. Could look at that as like, that might be it for some of you all. For others of you all, that has to do with a new manifestation, and so you're building it. Like you're getting the foundation ready. It can be a little bit of both of those, though, if you resonate with that. Tell me more about the cave. The letter. The letter. Like something your heart wants to tell you. A message from yourself, a message from your heart. the letter want to tell them? What is the letter going to tell Libra or let them know about justice? Your own energy. I feel like this is a contract. The Sun. Justice. Does it feel like a contract or an agreement? Something here that has to do with this. Maybe you might be stepping into some type of fame here with the Starborn, or something that you do that's being lined up where it's going to be hard not to see you. This is a lot. To me, this feels like a lot of visibility. Something is going to bring in your truth. It is your ultimate truth, because justice is related to the sign of Libra. This is your truth. The planet of the sword and scales. I'm getting contracts. These are different types of contracts. Some of them involve actual people that in a relationship with, the marriage, relationship, partnership, that type of contract. But I think of Ma'at, you know, especially with the cave. I think of like your heart being lighter than a feather, like like you're clear, you've got good karma coming in. And here's the Sun. Here's like this leadership role, leadership, standing out, being seen, very visible, very visible. Tell me more about this contract, because I see it touching the pilgrim up there. I'm wondering if it has to do with a new adventure, some sort of new adventure that you're going to go on. I can even see that as you being like a pilgrim of the new earth energy. The prison card, letter, the prison, something that's locked inside your heart. Goodness, and the scythe, what is this? It's talking about the contract, and it's something to help you free yourself. Well, why is the scythe here? The scythe can mean danger. So, and the prison is a metaphor for being kind of like trapped in a sense, but it's usually a mindset. Explain to me those cards. Why did that come out? Okay. This is why I like using different decks. There's something here that your heart maybe wants to take a chance on, but possibly you haven't taken that chance, or haven't there's something here about feeling limited from what you really want to do, or where you really want to live, or the kind of partner you really want. And they're saying that limitation or that perception of fear or danger is an optical illusion. That's what they're clarifying it with. Something is not as it seems. Oh, that's interesting too. They're giving me Plato's cave too. If you heard this story, of Plato's cave, I'll tell you. Let me just read this. The mirage, trap, unclear, a visual effect, confusion, head trip, trick, hallucination, hocus pocus, sleight of hand, projection, predictive programming. So you see this almost being like an influence too on the outside, trying to get you kind of in your head to fear things, okay? Because Plato's cave is about these people that they don't step outside the cave. They're only in the cave. Their only idea of what is outside of the cave is cast onto the wall as a shadow. And so the shadows kind of maybe look big and scary to them. They're not seeing the real thing. They're seeing the shadow side, or they're seeing, in a sense, fears, or they're seeing an illusion. They're not seeing the exact real thing. They never actually see the real thing. They're just seeing the illusion here. It feels like busting out of the matrix. It feels like busting out of any kind of fear that's going to lead you away from what it is that you really want. They're wanting you to step outside of the cave to see for yourself. Something like that. Something about stepping outside of the cave so you can see for yourself. Interesting. All right, what is the sun and the king here bringing? Masculine energy, they're saying. Masculine energy and an ally. An ally, a friend. You also have the clover here. Good luck. Good fortune. The white cat is the symbol of your ally, your friend. Support. It could be support from a powerful friend, a person of influence, or in a very influential position. Kind of like bringing in maybe gifts and good luck. Because the murky thoughts are clearing, or something about your thinking is more clear than ever, or what is the ally about? I feel like it's to assist, because they gave me to make something happen, to help you make something happen that you're wanting to happen. This ally, this powerful person. It doesn't have to be a man, just because it says the king. It could be a man or a woman. And honestly, I'm picking up masculine signs. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and of course your sign too, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, are all masculine energies. So it could be that. But it can be a man or a woman. And so it's just somebody that takes action. Maybe they have access to a lot of wealth, because the sap here is providing the materials that you need. It says flow, wealth, spring, blood, nourishment. It also says abundance and life force. And the sun is life force. I mean, that's really what the sun is, right? So the empty nest is one of my favorite cards. It's one of my favorite cards because it means a cycle completion. It means graduated here. Final, endings, beginnings, the void, vacant, separation, making adjustments, lonely because there's a new life here coming and graduating. The empty nest. So I think that this is a for a lot of you all, this is like a person that will help. This ally is a friend. They have access to a lot of resources, or they themselves do. They're kind of, maybe they look at you as like you're some kind of good luck charm, but they are to you too when they come into your life or help in some sort of way. Tell me about empty nest. The Knight of Cups. Well, they certainly do help in some sort of way. Look at that. And the vow right underneath that. Something being proposed to you with the Knight of Cups is something that's going to be proposed to you. Wow. And the Hierophant on the bottom. This is it's either romantic or business. Either one or some sort of major commitment here. It feels like it's guided by God, you know, given to you from the divine, or the divine wants this to come together. This is for the greater good, for this to come together. So this enlightenment energy, all this yellow, beautiful yellow. So the Hierophant, this is high level contract commitment with this justice too, and this comes to you out of the blue. It's the things that dreams are made of. The Knight of Cups. The Hierophant can be marriage. It can be it could be even a spiritual leader in some way. You could do spiritual artwork, or have something with spirituality into your, as an artist, no matter what area you're in, have that really like infused heavily in what you do. Woof. Yeah, for work and what you do for work. 8 of Pentacles. What you do every day, what you have already mastered. Oh, and the Emperor. See, I mean, like the Emperor, the King. This is really you. This is you, because I see two. Whoa, I was supposed to see 2 Emperors, and then on the bottom I see 2 of Cups, 2 Emperors, 8 of Pentacles. King of Swords is the smartest man on any planet, is what it says. This is the person that sees the optical illusion for what it is. They see the exaggeration of fear of danger or warnings about, oh, we better not do this. It's not about not being safe. It's just about not buying into the fear virus, right? So the King of Swords is putting all of their mind, their intellect into specific steps and a plan, and it's gonna be carried out. It's gonna be carried out. Whatever they create here, whatever you've been building upon, you've already got like the firm spiritual foundation that you need to build what you're gonna build. And you have a power like unto a God. And you have the 2 of Cups here, which is a very meaningful, could be a real love situation, could be a partnership for some sort of commitment here when it comes to your work. Whatever it is, it's meant to come together. It's going to be something really beautiful and help you put those skills that you already have mastery in to use. So I think the vow has to do with this thing coming into your life. You've used all the colors with the comic up there. You've used all the colors. You color the world brightly. You color the world brightly. That's how you choose to see it, and it's been helping you. Yeah, hope. With the anchor. This is like the star card energy, kind of like the Starborn energy. So the hope is knowing that, have faith here in your anchor, in your own stability, because your faith, your belief in that which is unseen but is definitely unfolding, is coming. And now is the time to remain hopeful that it is already here. They're just kind of manifesting it. Wow, 2 suns. 2 suns is bright, abundant life force energy. Bringing in happiness, bringing in new experiences, lighting up your day. Feels like something new is coming. Also leadership, pioneering, pilgrim. And more about the pilgrim. Your journey here involves this rich girl archetype, which is kind of like an empress energy. And this is somebody that, man or woman, knows that they deserve to receive the very best. And that's this new adventure that you're going on, is like, get ready to receive. Tell me more about that message of get ready to receive. Like, you want it, it's coming. Whatever you want. The Phoenix, beautiful. And the Pioneer. I felt like that was the Pilgrim card. The Pioneer. Yeah, you really are transforming, aren't you? You're becoming something totally new. The Phoenix. The Phoenix is a bird that, in the story, every 500 years, builds its nest with cloves and burns itself. And it does this itself. It annihilates itself because it knows it is to be reborn from its own ashes. And it comes reborn, right? And this is you. So whatever it is that had to go or had to be put into the ashes, like, you knew that you had to do it because you were going to rise a totally new, transformed person. So you have transmuted something that could have felt very dark, hard to go through. So you're rising like the Phoenix, completely new, transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, rebirth, destroy, arising from the ashes, emerge, a new era, alchemy, transmutation, ascension. The end is just the beginning. And then here's this pioneer card, like the pilgrim. Boldness, destination, or bust, the cutting edge, a long journey, trailblaze, true grit, challenge, navigating uncharted territory, resourceful, team, got your six, and unflappable courage. And I think you're being transformed into this King of Swords energy. Somebody who is, now they're making the rules. They're building the divine matrix. They're making their own rules. They're deciding how they want it to be. Not buying into the illusion of it's got to be a certain way, or that you're going to stay in a certain situation for however long. You can have exactly what you want, set the goal and do it. Like, that's what the King of Swords is going to do. Yeah. It's really nice energy. I think I'm going to wrap this up. Whoa. Let's get an angel number message. 444. I love it. And 4. 444 and 4. 444 says, trust your journey and trust the way your life unfolds. You are where you need to be at the present moment. I am protected. They're just giving me a vision of a person that is transforming in the environment that they've been knowing for a long time. So something about that, everything not necessarily changing on the outside yet, but you feeling like a totally new person, but in this same place. So you kind of know that there's going to be steps now to take you somewhere different, right? So 4 is like this stone energy. You bring stability, rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. Yeah, I would say that you are a good partner. 2 cups, lovers on the bottom too. Yeah. Thanks for joining me. I'm sending you much love. Bye.